Hello?
Hey, Evan. Hey, where are you?
I'm right here.
You say you're going to New York.
I am going to New York.
All right, if you go to New York, you're gonna buy me something.
Yeah, what do you need?
Buy me something we call lopo band.
Hey, Gung Gung, I have a question.
What question?
Why did you call me? I'm right next to you.
Oh, I thought you were not here. Not bad.
What's up, everybody? Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, even if you don't like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Press the bell so you get a notification every time I release a brand new video. And of course, in the words of my grandpa,
Subscribe.
there you go, Gung Gung.
Bitch.
Telling grandma you said that.
Go ahead.
She gonna kick your ass.
I kick your ass.
Kick my ass?
Well, if you say.
Yeah, I don't want to be snitched. Flushing, Queens is one of the fastest growing Chinese enclaves outside of Asia. While not deemed an official Chinatown, it's already larger than the Chinatowns in Manhattan and Brooklyn. While Manhattan's Chinatown faces gentrification and has a long history of catering to tourists and non-Chinese, Flushing Chinatown actually caters to Chinese people. However, Flushing is facing its own problem: gentrification by wealthy international Chinese individuals and corporations from mainland China. Now, on one hand, this means lower income individuals, especially lower income Chinese people and mom and pop shops, are being priced out by larger and more modern businesses. On the other hand, it means that Flushing is becoming filled with new and interesting high quality businesses, oftentimes the only US locations of Chinese based franchises. So in today's video, we're trying both old and new in this Flushing food crawl.
All right, we're out here.
Hold up. You're not Chinese grandpa. Although he is not Chinese grandpa, we're back with another video with my good friend, Knock. When it comes to Queens, you go to him. Or Action Bronson, but if he's not available, you get Knock.
You might see my face around.
He's on bus stops, all things Queens, you ask Knock. Can you name every neighborhood of Queens?
No, I don't think so.
I take back everything I just said. He's
There's
not
a lot of neighborhoods, man. But yeah, I'm originally born and raised Queens, Elmhurst Hospital. Today I wanted to take Evan to do something a little different, man. We go to a lot of restaurants, but I think we started out going to food courts.
I feel like I'm in the motherland right here.
I think Queens got a little bit of a home for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Flushing's super cool because it's like really Chinese and it's getting more Chinese, which it's not something that happens that often, you know what I mean? It's like reverse gentrification. It's rich Chinese people coming in and just opening up the craziest stores, restaurants, food courts. Everything is like brand new every few months.
Still kind of sucks.
It does. Poor people getting priced out, but the upside is a lot of cool places to eat, and especially so much random stuff that exists in China and will randomly exist in Flushing and then nowhere else. I feel like whenever I'm walking through Main Street, I'll find like a new food court just randomly, you know what I'm saying?
New York, man.
That guy just hates you.
I didn't tell you that's Chinese grandpa's arch nemesis. You know, earlier when I praised you, it's your turn to praise me now.
Shout out Evan. I don't know, I haven't really been keeping up with what Evan's doing, honestly, but big things. All right, guys, we're at probably the most famous or most well-known. You even knew about it. You're not from here.
New World Mall.
New World Mall food court.
How much money does this place have?
A lot of money. Oh. You're like, oh, I want to get paid in dry hot pot. So New World Mall is really interesting. There's like a J Mart. I don't know what the J stands for, but it's a Chinese grocery store.
Just Chinese.
Just Chinese. So the mall is crazy, but the food court is even crazier.
When you say a mall food court, you know what I think of? I think of Panda Express.
Yeah.
South Food Japan.
We getting Uyghur food. We getting dry hot pot.
That sounds like the most diverse I've ever heard of.
Exactly,
You can't get that at the mall when you go to a Lids.
What I think is really cool is like if you come and you look around, man, it's not just Chinese people eating. Even though some of these stalls, like everything's only written in Chinese, like you don't know what you're ordering. You're just pointing and hoping for the best. And people still come here and eat it because the food is so good and you get to experience so much, you know?
You said it's not just Chinese, there's a lot of Chinese
There's a lot of Chinese people, it's not.
There's
not
a lot
just.
of Chinese.
Hand over to the brown dude walking by right now. I'm gonna go check out the food court downstairs. I'm about to put Evan on to some stuff he might have tried, some stuff he's never tried before.
It's downstairs?
It's downstairs, like a real food court.
First spot, we got a Uyghur place. You actually put me on to Uyghur food.
Oh, I forgot about that. I did put you on a Uyghur food in Boston.
Yes.
Yeah. OG fake food show fans know.
I was sad and depressed. Now you're sad and depressed.
I was sad and depressed back then too, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Uyghur food, like we were talking about before, from like the western region of China, people are like more related to people from Central Asia, Uzbek, Afghanistan. You'll see a lot of kebabs, a lot of lamb meat. We got a samsa, right? So I think it has the same origin as the word samosa. Because samosas actually, people think they're from India, and they are, but they originate in the Middle East.
Samosas, top 5 dish ever.
Top 2 appetizers. There was beef inside of these, cumin seeds, spiced beef in there. Cheers. Try it. This is like the ultimate hot pocket.
They should start selling these at 7-Eleven.
I'm surprised at like how like juicy it is. I hate using the word juicy, but how much moisture it's retained even though it's baked. Like it just tastes hearty. That's the only word I can use to describe it. And this tastes like a souped up hot pocket.
So Uyghur cuisine, I was looking at the menu. It's Chinese, but it's like northern Chinese.
They had a lot of people from different parts of China brought their cuisine to places where Uyghurs live. So now they have a lot of like Sichuan influence, Xi'an influence, and like those dishes. Big plate chicken, stir-fried noodles that weren't traditionally considered Uyghur have become popular in Uyghur cuisine now.
A lot of spice.
A lot of cumin.
And spicy.
When I think Uyghurs, bro, for some reason I think like warriors, you know what I mean? Like Mongolia, like Genghis Khan type shit, you know?
Like Mulan.
They gave us these kebabs, bro. Like normally you get a kebab on like a little bamboo skewer or something like that. They gave us a like, I could kill somebody with this. Look, it even has like an ornamental little handle right here.
You said oriental?
Ornamental.
I was gonna say.
I'm surprised they just give us this, bro. Like, what if I just took it home? You know what I mean?
I feel like you could knight someone with this.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not gonna lie, I don't like skewers that much.
Really? I love skewers, man.
And then-
You're flushing and you see some lady just grilling meat over charcoal. Like,
That's good. You eat it from the side, I don't want to stab myself.
super moist, super cuminy. Lamb is like hit or miss because sometimes lamb can be too gamey. This is not too gamey.
You asked for spicy, it's not that spicy.
It's not that spicy. It's cool because it's like obviously it's halal because Uyghurs are for the most part all Muslim. Not only is the food halal, but this just tastes really familiar to me. Like I could take my mom here and she would eat this and it wouldn't be something confusing or like strange to her, you know what I mean? Like this is something that she would understand and know.
This also tastes like a summer barbecue.
People should barbecue lamb more often for summer barbecues.
Flavors are melting in my tongue. I officially dubbed the food expert of the fake food show. I feel like people like my grandpa wouldn't eat somewhere like that.
But the thing is, I feel like your grandpa, he's like not from the part of China where they're like exposed to like this kind of food. I think the clientele mostly is Chinese people from like northern China and stuff like that that are craving this kind of food. It's still a popular food in China.
Do you think Chinese people know what halal means?
No, I think they're confused as to what it means. So I think it's cool that it's like people are open-minded enough to like try things. Like even it's your own country, but it's like, yo, I don't eat Wisconsin food, you know what I mean?
Cheese? You eat cheese.
Beer cheese, I don't know what that is. People don't realize how diverse it is and how different the cultures can be. We got a little taste of that.
Get a little taste of you.
Hey, yo.
Did you just tamper with the food?
Or you gotta sauce it up, man. You gotta customize it.
It's already sauced up.
You gotta extra sauce it up. So I like adding a little bit of black vinegar and soy sauce to it to like cut through the fatty oiliness.
Actually, dry hot pot is one of my favorite dishes to get, but one is not too hot.
Because one of the other names for this is spicy pie, you know what I'm saying? It has the name spicy in it.
It doesn't gotta be too spicy. I will say when I caught COVID one time, I ordered this because I couldn't taste or smell anything. I got it max spice. I couldn't taste anything. I was like, yo.
You got the spicy poops though afterwards?
Yeah.
We kept it kind of light because we're on a food call, so I don't want to do too much. But we got beef, fried tofu, different kinds of mushrooms, some lotus root.
Mad vegetables, thank you, because I've been kind of constipated. You know, I need more fiber in my diet.
I think one of the best things about dry hot pot is like how customizable it is. You can get pretty much whatever you want in here.
Good call with the black vinegar. When you come here, is this one of the places you get? Like one of the main places you get?
I think this is the place that I've eaten at the most in my life. Like one of the places I've eaten at the most is this place. Whenever I come to the food court here, like 9 out of 10 times, I end up just eating here. And surprisingly, there's not a lot of dry hot pot places in Queens. I think something that's so good and you can eat it with so many people and like mad customizable. Like you could be a vegetarian and eat this, you know what I'm saying? You could be a pescatarian and eat this. For something that's so customizable, I'm surprised there's not more places for it.
In Boston there is.
In Boston there is.
It's like every corner is a mala place.
Yeah.
So kind of like how you come here, every time you come to the mall, every time I go to American Mall, Sarku Japan, chicken teriyaki, extra sauce.
Double chicken, extra sauce. So this place though is they have like every cut of meat imaginable, man. Every organ, every sausage, whatever you can think of, they got it.
I know we're supposed to save our stomachs for the other places we're going to, but I kind of want to eat all of this.
I can't lie though, today's probably one of the most inconvenient days to eat this because it's like 95 degrees outside and you're just like burning. How do you think this compares to other dry hot pot places that you've had?
The only difference is the mix-ins you put in it with the black vinegar. Because normally I just have it raw.
I think the flavors are so strong in dry hot pot that it can never be bad. I've never had a bad dry hot pot. It all tastes exactly the same. It's about if like the ingredients are fresh or not, you know?
I will say I like this one. Doesn't have as much peppercorns. So sometimes they put too much peppercorns and it's just like hard to navigate.
You've been invited to a peppercorn and then your mouth goes numb. I honestly think this is extremely difficult to up. The spices just like take over, you know what I mean?
It is kind of expensive though.
You pay according to how much food you got. Like they weigh your stuff. So if you want to go crazy and like order all the vegetables, all the meats, like you're gonna pay a lot. If you want to keep it light, then you can do a little bit less.
You might not get full though.
You gotta strategize, man. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's a sprint, not a marathon.
We used to film like they were sprints and I just eat everything all the time and I'd be in pain.
Did the doctor tell you to stop doing that?
Nah, man, I just hated being in pain after filming.
We gotta get the Pepto-Bismol before we go to the next spot.
You good? I feel like I need to take a shower, bro. You think the theory holds up? Eating hot stuff on a hot day makes you feel better?
I'm sweating. I'm crying. There's snot coming out my nose. Yeah, I'll do it again. Our next spot is another mall. It was like an alley.
It was like a little food court alley. I feel like I was in Asia.
So we had to stop in there. The thing that caught my eye were the rice rolls. Right. Those steamed rice rolls. I've had it before in Manhattan, but this is the original location.
I'm pretty sure this is the original location.
Don't quote them on
that. It looks like
the
original location.
My favorite food at dim sum, maybe my favorite food in the world, are beef rice rolls. Ngao Chia.
I like the rice rolls with the curlers inside of it, the fried dough. They didn't have that here. Also, I never seen them do it with egg, and you could like pick other vegetables to be in it. I've never seen that before.
You wanna try it?
Yeah,
go ahead, try it before we go to the next spot. I will not lie. I kind of like it just plain beef rice rolls.
Dude, with the lettuce, I feel like I'm eating a Big Mac, bro. Like I'm getting like this weird vibe that I'm eating a fast food burger.
It tastes like a breakfast sandwich with the egg. But the sauce is good. The beef is good. The sriracha.
Fake sriracha.
Soy sauce. They didn't have the peanut sauce though. That's my favorite. Next time I would just get the regular, just plain beef.
You could tell the quality of it's really good. It's really delicate and thin, the rice roll, but I honestly don't like this. I'm gonna be real.
Keep it real.
Yeah, keep it real. This is not good. I blame Evan for it because he picked the weird vegetables.
They were like, pick 3 vegetables.
You want to get corn, bro. I had to stop you.
I didn't want bean sprouts. Bean sprouts taste like pea.
I feel like bean sprouts would be better than lettuce.
Egg, not needed, in my opinion.
I think definitely worth checking out. I like how it's customizable, but I think there's some trial and error because you get too greedy. You see that you can customize it, and you try to add all the things that you can.
Lettuce was a mistake, I'll admit. I mean, the good thing is we're not done eating.
And it's cheap. It was an interesting experience. We just got to keep it moving.
We don't waste food over here, yo.
You're saying it's difficult to eat what you got?
There's a lot going on with this, so I feel like we got to sit down. The downside of all these food courts is some of them are smaller than others, some of them don't got a lot of seating. This one doesn't really have a lot of seating, it's more of a grab and go place. So I think we're gonna take all this and go to the next food court.
I had to get ice cream.
What flavor is that?
Lychee.
Lychee.
You wanna try?
I just like it, it's weird.
Go ahead.
It's weird.
Do it.
It's weird.
Do it. It's like Patrick, he's like, I can almost taste it.
It tastes very lychee.
I would hope
but
so.
It's like very, very lychee.
I don't want it to taste like chocolate if I ordered lychee.
Like artificial.
I want to eat this Taiwanese fried chicken, so let's go to the next mall as soon as possible. This dude's on his phone. He doesn't care. Don't even matter. He's pretending he's on the phone. He's texting. He's texting. I feel like Michael Jackson with the glove.
You know it's official, bro, when you gotta eat it with the glove.
Do I look like Michael Jackson?
Yeah, when you turn white.
This got some spices in there too.
You got that medium spice. It's a giant chicken cutlet. And for my Muslims, it's halal.
If I had to say, it looks like a bunch of white heads on a prepubescent teenager.
Awful thing to say.
That is juicy. I'm just gonna take this big one.
The seasoning is really cool. It's like 5 spice, spicy, still got a good amount of moisture to it.
I appreciate the gloves though. I don't like getting my hands dirty.
Definitely a messy thing to eat. I don't think you can really eat this. This place is definitely a cool find. I think this is like $12 for this giant piece of fried chicken. And yo, I love this Taiwanese apple citrus soda. I think apple should be a more common soda flavor.
You're right, that's valid, that's valid, that's valid. We do have a soda problem though. How'd you find out about this place, Knock?
TikTok.
Bruh.
But how do you feel about TikTok influencers going into your city and saying that this is the best place to get this type of food when you know they might not even know what they're talking about?
Food influencers, they have a responsibility to like know the facts and know what they're talking about. I think that's why it's important for me to make content and for you to make content about the things that we know about, because we're giving a voice to like the people that grew up there, the people that really know the culture of food, you know what I mean? Versus like outsiders coming in.
There's a fine line between like gatekeeping and showing support. How do you find that balance?
So I had this conversation with my girlfriend because her favorite restaurant, she would never let me post on social media. And then they closed forever because not enough people were going there. And it's like maybe she would post it, and then so many people would come or like would get too busy and then can't enjoy it anymore, you know? TikTok does ruin restaurants sometimes. So we've got to support small businesses, and it's dope to see them get like more business and more people checking their stuff out. But also like, you know, we talk about gentrification all the time, and it's something that we're worried about where too many people come to a spot and then it's not our spot anymore, you know? We can't go to it like we used to. I think we're constantly trying to figure it out.
That's why you've been going heavy with the Queen's TikToks.
I'm happy for people to come and experience the food and the hospitality and the culture, but I also think it's important that people from here also have a voice and they're also have a say in talking about their favorite places and what they like eating and stuff like that. Heartfelt.
You're gonna make me cry, man. We're under the mistletoe.
I don't think this is mistletoe. Pucker up. We're at Tangram, which is a newer mall in Flushing, and like I think you could definitely tell it's brand new.
When you think of a shopping mall, this is it, but Asian.
Part of the thing we were talking about, Flushing is going through like reverse gentrification. They're just getting more and more Chinese. So like a lot of these shops are being owned up by people that are migrating here from like mainland China and just like balling out and like investing in real estate and restaurants.
How do you feel about it?
I mean, it sucks, but they're definitely pricing out low-income Chinese families. But because it's Chinese people replacing Chinese people, I feel like it's not as visible. Normally we think gentrification, we think like white people coming in and buying out people of color in general, and the neighborhood changing. And the neighborhoods are becoming more Chinese because people are coming with more money to open businesses. So the downside is that I feel like life has gotten tougher for a lot of people. But the bright side is we have cool malls like this.
You see a lot of like the big franchises here. You have Kura, Shulongkan Hot Pot.
Bro, that hot pot place is crazy. So I don't even think we can afford to go there today.
No.
But that place looks like medieval China on the inside. Like there's terracotta warriors.
Like on Wendy Wu.
Straight up. But it's cool, bro. They got a Regal Cinemas in here, you know?
And it's AC'd in here, feels nice.
They got a lot of stuff going on here, man. Joju, which is from Elmhurst originally, like new take on Vietnamese sandwiches. Like a bunch of dessert places. They got Zab Zab, which is also from Elmhurst over here. But there's one Chinese place that's doing like only 5 or 6 dishes, but they all look super fancy and high end. But you know, unfortunately, not a lot of stomach space stuff.
So we got dessert.
I went to iMilky, and they're known for using fresh whole milk, so it's supposed to not be as heavy. And it's supposed to be, you know, artificial flavors. So this one, taro fresh milk with purple rice with some purple taro. And so she told me to make sure we shake this up real good before we drink it. And then I got the mango slush. In case you guys don't know, Evan's a serial killer. He asked for 0 sugar in his milk teas, which is just insane behavior. So I got 80%.
So you got 80%?
Yeah, 80%.
Oh, thanks, Knob. Oh, that was pretty cool, simultaneously.
Perfect.
This tastes like the dessert at the end of a Chinese dinner. The tapioca with the coconut and the red bean.
You can really tell that they're not using like artificial taro flavor. They're not using artificial mango flavor. It all tastes like super natural. Like you're just eating the fruit or the vegetable.
We gotta move on to my favorite dessert, Egg Tarts. And you already ate the 4th Egg Tart, so you know, you didn't wait for the camera.
I didn't eat the 4th Egg Tart.
You didn't wait for the camera. They also recommended the ube one and the mochi one. So
it's kind of weird, man. I feel like I've never seen people do different kinds of Egg Tarts.
I feel like this is something you just don't mess with. I'm skeptical.
Can they improve on perfection? That's the real question.
Pretty greasy, the bottom. It's a lot more crispier than the ones you would get at a bakery.
Probably where all that grease is coming from.
It's not as flaky, you know, it's more like compact.
Would this get Chinese grandpa's approval?
I think he would like it, but I think he'd like regular Egg Tarts better.
This is a regular Egg Tart though.
Like from a Chinese bakery. Kind of like a creme brulee, kind of like the top is hard and the inside's like gooey.
And it tends to be like that. I think the Chinese Egg Tarts tend to be a little bit softer on top. But with the Portuguese ones, they make the top super crispy and they blow torch it or do whatever to make sure it's like thin layer of hardened sugar.
I think the mochi one is just the regular Portuguese Egg Tart and they put mochi on top. Well, there's mochi on top and then it's red bean on the inside.
I think they just put ube powder on this. It doesn't taste that different. I don't think there's anything in this one, bro. This just has ube powder on it. I just get like the vaguest taste of ube, but really just is a regular Egg Tart. Yeah, this one was not it for me, man, this place. I don't want to hate, but...
Knock, letting me down with the desserts. Somebody else, from everyone else, you watching your back, like you can't relax. I mean, that concludes the food court tour of Flushing.
And you know what's crazy? There's food courts I haven't even been to. There's food courts that are underground. There's so many.
You could go to every place in Flushing once every day of your life and you'll die before you reach all of them.
Because there'll be new ones. What was your favorite thing that you ate today?
The Taiwanese chicken. Unexpectedly big, juicy, and the spices on it went crazy.
For me, it's the Uyghur kebab, man.
On the sword?
On the sword. That's eating it off a metal sword just makes it feel so much better. It just feels real primal, you know what I mean? If you had to feed Chinese grandpa one thing from today, what would it be?
I think he liked the lamb kebab. He likes that gamey meat.
Oh, are you back from New York already?
It was a quick trip.
Did you stay there next time?
You don't want me around?
I wanted you to stay there and buy me more food I like.
I did find time to find a bakery in New York and get you.
Double, man.
So I went all this way, it better be really good, right? You take half, I take half.
I want the whole thing.
We'll give the rest to Papa.
Yeah, this is your mom's favorite.
So you want me to give some to her?
No, these are all for me. How's the New York trip?
It was really good, Gung Gung. We went to Flushing. You would have liked it.
Next time, don't forget to buy me a chicken.
Alright guys, that concludes the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to watch my other videos and playlists up there and down there.
You talk fast.
Yeah, you know. Until next time, we out. Fake Food Show. Peace.
Hey, next time, take me.
Next time, Chinese Grandpa in New York video.
Good.